YouTube. Today I'm gonna teach you how to install a Linux distribution. We will be installing specifically Linux Mint, and we are gonna install it on a virtualization software. We're gonna use VMware as our virtualization software. Well, I'm gonna do a short explanation to what virtualization is because this video is aimed for beginners. The Wikipedia page says in computer virtualization or virtualization is the act of creating a virtual version of something at the same abstraction level, including virtual computer hardware, platform storage devices, and computer network resources. For our case, because we are going to install an operating system, we will be installing, basically we have a Windows operating installed on the computer, but we will create a virtual instance of a Linux operating system. So basically, we do not need additional hardware beside the hardware we already have to install Linux. We are going to install Linux on a virtual hardware from VMware. You can install VMware from the official site. If you go to vmware.com, you can click on products and you will see the various products that they have. And here you can see the desktop hypervisors. This is the one you want. And it says manage apps in a local virtualization sandbox. The workstation player is the free version. I personally have the Workstation Pro installed, so I will be using that for this video. If you don't want to use VMware, there is another popular virtualization software, VirtualBox. You can, if you want, you can install VirtualBox instead. For this video, I will be using again Workstation Pro, which you do have to buy. When you have a virtual machine installed, you will get an interface like this. If you've installed the free version, it will ask you to enter a license key to switch to the Pro version, but you can just cancel that. For the next topic, we're gonna explain about the various Linux distribution. Linux is a open source software, and there are a lot of different Linux flavors. They call them distributions. One of the most popular Linux distribution is Ubuntu. I personally prefer Linux Mint, so we are going to use that in this video. To download Linux Mint, you can go to the official website linuxmint.com and just click download here. It says which version do you want. We are gonna get the cinnamon version. Let's see, sleek, modern, innovative, stable, or traditional. It's basically which one do you want. This is the light version. We are gonna get the cinnamon version, and we will press download. And let's see. You will select the server which is closest to you. I'm in the Netherlands, so I'm gonna use a Netherlands. Then you click on the name and it will download. Once you have downloaded Linux Mint, you can you can open VMware and create a new virtual machine. You can do that by either clicking here on create a new virtual machine, or go to file, new virtual machine. It will ask you how you want to install. We're gonna do a custom install. Oh, by the way, sometimes the virtualization technology is disabled, and you will not be able to create a new virtual machine. You can just Google virtualization not working fix. Just go to this website. How to fix your CPU is incompatible with virtualization technologies error. It will explain you how to fix the error. So basically, we're going to do a custom advanced installation. It will, let's see, just press next here, and it will ask you to which operating system. The ISO we just downloaded will ask you to select it, but we will do this later. I will install the operating system later, and then it will ask you which guest operating system you want to install. We are gonna select Debian 11.x 64-bit because Linux Mint, you can Google it, is based on Debian, which Linux Mint is a community-driven Linux distribution based on Ubuntu, which is turn-based on Debian. So we want Debian, and let's see if we can get some more information here. But okay, but basically you do want Debian and then 64-bit, because we are gonna use the 64-bit version. You can give your system a name. We're just gonna call it Linux Mint. Next, it will ask you the number of processor. I'm gonna select 2. The RAM, which you want to give it, will all create virtual hardware here. So we're gonna select 4 gigabytes RAM. And which network interface, so another virtual hardware we're gonna use for now. I'm gonna explain what this is in other videos. For now, we're just gonna let the default settings, which is use network address translation. Just next, the default settings, next, next. And I do recommend to create a bigger drive. So this is the hard drive. I want at least 60 gigabytes. Next, next, and finish. Once you have created your virtual machine, it will appear in this list. You can select it, and then if we did not select an ISO yet, so we can go to edit virtual machine settings. Here you will get a menu, and if you want to edit the virtual hardware, let's say we're not happy with the 60 gigabytes of hard drive we've given it, you can expand it. Let's say we want 80. We just expand. This was successfully expanded. So we did that, and let's see, we want to the ISO file, we just download it. We want to go to CD DVD and boot that as a CD DVD. We go to our downloads. This is the Linux Mint Cinnamon. We just downloaded. Just press open, and we press OK. And also, if you want to add like another hardware to your machine, like you want a second hard drive, you can just go this second hard drive. If you want another network card, you can go to network card and press finish, so you can add more hardware to your machine. So once you have done that, you can just power on this virtual machine, and it will ask you what you want to install. You can use the up and down arrow to select. We want to start Linux Mix 21.2 Cinnamon 64-bit, so we select that. And we wait. Okay, this will boot Linux Mint. Okay, so once that's done, you can. So once that's done, you can. This is the try. You can try out Linux Mint. So this is basically called a Linux Live CD. So you can try out Linux from let's say you have it on a USB. You've installed it on USB. You can try it out before installing it. And if you want to install it, you have an option here, install Linux Mint. You just select this, wait for it. And just select the language, just continue, English USA, continue, continue. If you want to install the multimedia codecs, we did not do that. And then erase disk and install Linux Mint, which we will select. This will delete the current hard disk. So, but since we are going to install this on a virtual environment, on a virtual hard drive, so it doesn't matter if we format the entire hard drive. And then we press install now. Alright, the changes to the disk, yes, continue. We'll select the time zone, continue. Your name, we're just gonna call it how will we call it? Lin course. Let's call it lin course. Give it a password. Continue. And this will install Linux. So once the installation is complete, you press on restart now. We don't want to test it further. You just press restart now. And this will restart your system. Please remove the root and then press enter. We just press enter here. And then it will boot into our newly installed Linux Mint. So we can see the username we just created, lin course, and we log in with the password we created. And that is how you install Linux on VMware. So that's how you install Linux Mint on VMware. I hope this was informative, and I will see you on the next episode of Cyber Genesis.